I had a whole video made and couldn't process it because no space. I don't think I have any more I can move without having to go somewhere into the bowels of the phone's operations, which is very sad. It's just so sad that it's that corruptible, I guess. And is that a reflection of me? Of course it is, to some degree. To some degree it has to be. There's no escape. You cannot escape the truth of it. But revision. When you're in the experience, say in the trauma, there will be a possible exchange. And it occurs, and when you are recounting a story of the type where it gets fuzzy and a freak out is involved, you may see this happen and you may notice it and then get a handle on it. This is what happens with me. Because in the place where the movie was and the experience began, there was a confusion. Yes, a confusion. Where there is the 3-movie set case, not the case, not Terminator, negative on that. It's another movie. It doesn't matter what the movie is, but the wrong fucking DVD snugly fitting in its place where it was placed is my son's copy of the music. Ba-boom. That changes the snake completely. That snake snuggled up to that. There's some sentimental value there, or there's some sentimental shit going on that's a little bit woo to me. I'm just saying. Now, mind you, I am now Snake in this case, and I don't want to be Snake. Yeah, but hold on, fella. You're going to negatively give yourself this whole Snake attribution and just ride with it? There's a reptile element the human being already possesses. You don't have to go into your own family tree, but if you were me, it behooves you to. So we do. And yeah, there's a little bit of this element is there. I don't know what to make of its origins, other than I've heard it said reptilians, blue bloods, and blah blah. So, I have to look at it too. And I get to wonder. Now, this rat snake is an extremely large growing snake by the time I've had previous kill of it, which Whopper did, not me, and I recently did do. And suddenly I connected this last snake that violently was removed from its life was done by me. Very deliberately and almost cruel, I guess, because of how he was found. Now, how it was found, and unlikely it would have been any damage suffered the chickens. That's a different ballgame, though. In a lot of ways, once you factor that factor in, which I am, so I can, and I would like to, please come with me and I'll show you. These pictures are actually quite phenomenal. This one here, I do say, having caused this near-death fire, it's not near-death fire, it's just the ashes from the thing making contact. Well, isn't that a fine, fiery burn? Descending upon a church, it seems. And look, people are already putting out water, they're putting fire out. It looks like it's on fire, doesn't it? What a twist of perception have we here. Just so light of a touch. Oh, there's your fucking ball you're looking for. Oh, that's my very heavy 6-pound ball that I'm using rolling around the... We'll not get into that right now, but let's just say it's mobile. Important part of your activity on deck is operating the fucking gun. The gun may just be one. It may be you, and hey, you might make face like this and shoot. Or not. There's a definitely scary aggressiveness that's just part of the package. But, for this guy, he's eating mice. And at this leg of the evolution, suddenly I'm not so on the food chain, and I don't fit the description of something that he's going to be damaging or wanting to fuck with. I know that, and I released him into the house, into the bathtub in there, which he would have to get out of, which he could do, and I'm sure he'd come right at me and fucking make me pay. Now, would the bite, if I were to try to attempt a closer relationship with Snake, despite our misgivings, could that bite be infected and then kill me in some sort of way? Now, this possibility is a new one because it didn't enter into my thought processes. It only entered into my thought processes that I could maybe advance with hands. Do I need to go any further? Do I need training wheels? What's the score here? So I don't go any further myself personally, and I consider deeply this option. And pathway not only open, and would you like to travel, sir? No, I'm fine. I'm gonna stay here now. Don't mind me. Now, what is that? This is his face down here. That what I thought was face is not. It appears to be a play on the... Now, this guy's just chilling, wrapped in his folds like some ancient fucking denizen of the underworld. All sneaky-like and shit, capable, above and beyond what is required for his fucking function on the earth. So he's a happy little snake, huh? He was. But I can't overstate the intrusion of that squirt the adrenaline caused into my mind's now space I dwell in. I can't get a movie and just think I'm going to open it without reliving the event. Because it was so unnaturally something that would be what you would have happen. Not normal at all. Now, I welcome these experiences in some small degree that one may say they're magically directed towards me. You just went buck wild too. I can say it did have an effect. I can see that it wasn't entirely the greatest, but I, being a good sport, went with it, and I made no fucking acts of violence and created death. I'd like that to be stated. And I didn't have, even in hand's length, the ability to take this creature's life. It wasn't an option. I don't think I need to know, and I will continually find myself in this position, having to make the rash, on the spot choice, and I think I'm okay with it. You've already identified with the fucking snake. What worse thing can you do to yourself? I could send that as a living message from my dad to myself in that form, and then I could read that message here on fucking video, to be honest. Whopper, my dad, whose guitar is right here, it's enchanted. You know, you're gonna get phenomenon when it occurs. I know, I'm counting on it. Knowing its effect. And my responses in the realm where I'm given activity and they have to be positively, mindly charged or something. The other realms version. What? You have no assurance of anything being cool. You could be fucking told you're gonna have to leave. That reality is existing. There's work to be coming. There's a weird fucking contract and some sort of... You better look at that. I tried to. I didn't see anything that stood out being weird or unnatural. There was some agreements to being a better person and not giving someone something that they're not fucking thinking is what it is and selling it or whatever. I don't know. In a way, it was weird. But the things that jumped out at me, other than it being a job and maybe deception, because if not, anything comes out of it and it's a big vanished sound or whatever the hell, they might have duped you. And what would they get? What benefit would it be to do such a thing like that, specifically to me and in the way that it was done? It would have to be for very evil reasons, and specifically those, because I don't think much effort someone would even put in doing something like that for no reason. Okay, but are you comfortable with that? Not always. Who said I would be comfortable with it? What part of my comfort is even fucking a factor? You're not gonna get to be comfortable a lot of times, and you may need it. You may need to be comfortable. Something inside might drive you towards that feeling of comfort that you just don't have living on the fucking street. I don't want to live on the street. Well, do something about it. Well, I've been working on it. Like I said, I haven't fully solved the problem. I don't really expect it to become fully solved in a fell swoop either. There's a weird uneasiness about the future that I can't say I'm having to deal with at the now. And that's okay. It presents itself, its benefits, and its disillusionment, of course. But why am I not running here or there or that other? There's something that is actually calming me inside that I can't explain, and it has been a source of spirit moving in and out of fucking my life, and how I'm able to interpret it or experience it is key. And of course, and I'm left with a peace that I continually nurture. It doesn't make any sense, because this would be the last fucking time I would take the break and chill the fuck out. Yet I'm able to. And I'm not experiencing dread or regret or any of that. To a high degree, there's looking back upon the life, and that's periodically something that occurs, either what you want it or not. And is it such a fucking barrier to Zen-like fucking life? I don't know about buying into that shit either. Someone made the connection between psychopaths and Zen monks and shit. And although it may have been accurate, I found it in bad taste, because, you just have to have a bunch of psychopath fucking monks, and I don't think it's psychopathic monks at all. That you don't know. No, I don't. I know that these guys fucking did something during their life, and they focused and became something. These other guys were born, and their brain has an atrophied area where their ability to feel responsible and sympathy for other people is concerned. That's quite a different fucking situation altogether. Does the brain change and mirror something akin to that in the Zen Buddhist monk? I don't know, but I'm highly unlikely to believe that. It just doesn't seem likely at all. It could be. Anything could be. But that's just not a belief I'm fucking even comfortable taking on my own fucking and nurturing it and seeing if it can withstand the brutal lash of truth. I don't know, man. We're living in some strange times. And if you don't know, well, fuck, I don't know what you are. I hope you'll be alright, though. These are strange times, and they're not going to get any stranger, but stranger, could I say. I don't know. I find myself at the end of my vital energy for the day, and I've fucking spent it in fruitful endeavors, but not necessarily all that are going to hatch in the moment. That's something that's quite deceptive about me, that it seems that is the case, that it is all I'm aware of or consider, and it's just not really the truth. It's sort of a very superficial level of me. Just saying.